I'm scratch. I'm scratch. I'm a scratch golfer.
Hey, that might be true.
Yeah, right.
That
Let's
might be
go
true.
gambling right now. Right?
Let's go. Give me some strokes.
Yeah, right.
That's even
right.
better.
That's awesome. That's awesome. This is Quentin Lake. It's been a long time, but we're back with Right on Cue presented by Bud Light. Earlier in the offseason, I talked about this guy, and I was asked, is he a first ballot Hall of Famer? But on top of that, I got a special one. Not only do I have one first ballot, but I got two first ballot Hall of Famers. Guys, welcome. I got Matthew Stafford and Davante Adams. Appreciate you guys for coming on. I told you I was pretty good at it.
Yeah, you are.
That was pretty good.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, of course, man. I am very excited to get into this. Matthew, I got to ask you, because I've experienced it in practice. The no-look thing, right? Is this something that just came on and you just did it one time and you're like, oh man, this works? Or was it something that you're like, I can get away with this and this is something I'm going to practice over time?
I think it started kind of when I was back in Detroit and I had Calvin, and everybody in the building knew I was trying to throw him the ball. And so we saw crazy coverages back in the day. I'd watch tape all day. I'd be like, all right, this is what this defense plays. This is what this defense plays. And then I line up on Sunday and be like, that ain't what I saw on tape. They got three dudes standing over there by Calvin. So trying to find ways to manipulate some guys in zone coverage to get them open and throw them the ball. And so it kind of started there. And then just kind of as I gained more understanding of and experience of just defense and what guys are trying to do on the defensive side and where our guys are trying to go. It's just something that happens in the blink of an eye naturally. I don't think about it before the snap. Hey, I'm going to have to do this. But I do it in practice when, I get some guys every once in a while. It's kind of fun. Yeah. So, but it does happen naturally. It's not something that I'm like premeditated thinking about.
That's cool too. And then Tay, as a receiver, like, do you expect, because you guys always have to be ready, right?
Yeah.
Like, is it something that you're like, oh, he might throw me a no look? Like, obviously you played with Aaron for a long time too, and I'm sure he probably maybe had done it too, but like when that happens, is it almost like a shock factor, or are you like ready for it?
Well, the thing is, when you're the intended receiver, oftentimes you don't even know because of the timing of the play. So if I'm running like by design, right? Like if I run a dagger at 20 yards, like the ball should be on the way, and it often is. So I'm coming out of these breaks and the ball's there, even backside sometimes, because he can see the picture and kind of progress and move on to where he needs to be, a little quicker. So I'll come out of a break and, catch it, and I'll get up, spin the ball thinking, and I hear the crowd and I'm like, I did okay. I don't know why it was, I don't know if they should be roaring like that. And then I look up and I see this dude looking at his daughter's up in the suite and then throwing a ball to the left side over here. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's why they were acting like that. Okay. But yeah, a lot of times I think I notice it more when I'm coming out of a break and I'm looking for the ball. Maybe I'm backside and, he maybe hits Puka or X or somebody on the other side. And then you can obviously see then, or you see the replay and you see whoever it is just jumping completely out of the way. And I'm like, now why would he do something stupid like that? And then you see, because the quarterback was lying to him.
It's bad. And a lot of time it's bad.
Yeah.
Like seeing it from like like when we're on the sidelines, I'm like, dang, like really, was it that bad? And then you watch it on the replay, like,
yeah.
Like dudes be jumping like, it's not like 2 yards. It's like dudes be jumping like 5 to 7 yards.
No,
it's crazy.
And they're just jumping too. It's not even like to make a play. They have no idea where the ball's going. I mean, it's happened on 2 different, quick nows down there in the red zone. We've got some on some daggers, 20-yard plays. I mean, this guy's running up the sideline. It's literally every single time to the point where I think he might be more accurate not looking at the receiver.
That's awesome, man. Now, you guys have been in the league for a decade plus, seen a lot of things, experienced a lot of things. What would you say is the biggest difference coming into league, how the game is now compared to when you guys first got in?
I mean, for me, in my position, defense has definitely gotten more complicated, as I think offense has as well, right? When I first got in the league, it was like 2x2, 3x1, I formation. We were static, not really any moving. And same on the defensive side of the ball. Like what the picture I looked at was like the big move was like from Tampa 2 to like 3 week or something, So it wasn't like it wasn't these crazy defenses kind of or movement that you see now. I think that number one, and then even at my spot too, the physicality, right? Like the rules that they have now to protect the quarterback and defenseless receivers and all those kind of things, which make your job hard.
Yeah.
But I think it's helped people play longer too. I mean, if I was taking the hits that I was taking in 2009 right now, first of all, I wouldn't be. I'd have to be way bigger. You know, I mean, I feel like that's why a lot of guys were bigger back in the quarterbacks were huge because you're like, yeah, this dude can pick me up and just drop me on my neck. You know what I mean? And it was fine. So those are the 2 things that kind of come to mind.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think for me, I've noticed just obviously when I first got in the league, it was a lot of like older dudes on the team.
Yeah.
Like it was a vet ran league, whereas now it's like more like you look at our team, it's like, and thank God we have the discipline of what it takes to, be a good team with having young players like that. But it was just a lot more veteran leadership on teams where guys maybe wouldn't even sniff the field on defense or offense, but they'd be out there specifically for special teams. But now everybody's trying to get a young guy out there, don't have to pay as much. So there's pros and cons to it, but that's one of the bigger things that I've noticed.
That's cool. Yeah, that's very true too. It really is a young man's game.
It is.
Relax. All right. No,
I mean, 10 plus is like, that was always my goal too, like to be able to play a long time, but play it at a high level. But like I look at you guys, I'm like, dang, like I feel my body after a couple of these plays, especially after last year, like playing every snap. I was like, bro, I don't know how you guys do it.
Well, you got to take care of your body. I would say for me, like I didn't really have a rhythm. Like I watch you, I watch a lot of these young guys, even some of the young receivers, and they got a better rhythm of how they're taking care of their bodies now and understanding that. And I wonder how I would feel if I did a better job of that in the first 5 years of my career. I was just getting by with good genes and God helping me out a lot. And now you understand the importance of it as you get up there a little
I think
more.
that's another thing too that has changed a lot. When I first got in the league, I mean, nobody talked about nutrition, sleep, stretching.
No.
It was like finish the game, have a couple beers, show up on Wednesday, ready to rock and roll.
Maybe ice tub.
Yeah, right. I mean,
it
was pretty
pretty
different.
Now we got some chambers.
Yeah, right. We got all sorts of stuff.
I went in that thing. I felt pretty good.
Yeah,
the little tin van out there.
Yeah, that's right.
I got scared because I'm like, is this safe in the rain?
Oh, you're
right. I was like, no.
You out there?
Yeah, I was like, no way. The next question I got, you used to play baseball.
Yes.
Basketball?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of just gave it away. If you could play one other sport professionally, what would it be? And what position would you play?
Like, do I think I have the best odds at, or would I like to?
Would you like to?
I think we probably have the same answer now.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not.
No,
I'd say golf.
We do.
Yeah, like,
really?
I would love to be a golfer. That'd be
now,
fun. Travel, play, that'd be sweet,
bro. That would be so fun. Like I truly love golfing. It's such a big challenge. Like it's like the most elusive game that you can think of, as far as being able to really nail it down.
No way.
Basketball on paper, like if you asked me that 10 years ago, I'll say basketball, no question. Maybe even 5 years ago.
Now it's a little different.
Now, I'm every chance I get, if I'm not traveling, hanging out with the family, I'm golfing. So it's got to be it.
That's crazy.
That's the same for me. I like baseball growing up. Like I would have, if you'd asked me what I was going to play, if I had a chance, like you asked me, 12-year-old me, all right, what pro sport are you going to play? I'd be like, I'm going to be a baseball player.
Yeah.
I didn't think football. I thought, I thought I was good at it, but baseball was like what I loved and what I thought I was really good at.
Now I'm new to the golf. Is it what about golf for you guys is like, is it addicting? Is it the fact that you have to like compete against yourself? Is it hard because you never know what's going to happen? You can have good days, off days. Like,
I think it's obviously a huge challenge, right? Like, I enjoy it too for the fact of like, I don't have my phone on me. Like I'm just kind of like getting away a little bit. You against the course or your buddies or whatever, social sport. But yeah, I think it's the challenge, right? Like, and it's something that's so hard to master.
Right.
And the ball's not even moving, man. You know what I mean?
Everything's stationary. It's the same game every time you get out there. You got a little weather maybe or whatever. But yeah, I think for me, I love the game because I love competing, obviously. So it gives you a chance to be able to compete. Like I can't just go out and play football against, one of my friends or my wife later in life if she decides to really get into it. So, that's what I don't know, about handicaps and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So based off of how your average score, you get spotted a certain amount against me.
I'm scratching.
Hey, that might be true.
Yeah, right. Let's go gambling right now. Right?
Let's go. Give me some strokes.
Yeah, right.
That's even better.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Now, referring back to something, talking about being in the league a long time, what would you tell yourself if you were a rookie in this moment?
Yeah. I think I was lucky. I was kind of lucky and unlucky. I tell people this sometimes coming into the situation that I came into. Mm-hmm. We were 0-16 the year before I got there. I got drafted to go to Detroit, and it was unlucky in the fact that like I didn't step into a situation where our team was really established and really good and all these things. Mm-hmm. But I was also lucky in the fact that I was given like a lot of rope to grow, and so it was like, I remember being out there and I was throwing picks and doing all sorts of crazy, just trying to figure out, okay, what can I do? What can't I do? Mm-hmm. And so I was lucky that I wasn't, like under this eye, like, oh, we just drafted him number 1. We should probably go win the Super Bowl this year. Everybody knew like we're rebuilding this whole thing. And so I think the thing I would say to myself would just be, which I luckily got the chance to, but would just reinforce of like, hey, like know that it's okay to not know right now and just continue to teach or take every experience as like a teaching moment, you know, and whether it's good or bad, because you can be the most polished, you know, experienced rookie there is. Like there's going to be things that you just don't know, and you're going to have to learn it through experience, and being like patient enough to do that is something I would tell myself.
Yeah. I think for me, it's just not making it bigger than what it is. Yeah. Like I think when I came in, going to Fresno, I didn't go to like a big school. I didn't go to Georgia where I really was molded. Like I felt like they, you know, you go to Georgia, some of those schools, it's a little bit closer to what you're going to be. You know, it's like going to like a charter school and then going to Stanford the next year. Like you're not going to be totally confident you're going to be able to, you know, keep up with everybody the same way. Even though I had put together a good, you know, resume in college, it still was like, you know, I'm a firm believer in like I get my confidence through the work, not just like saying whatever or because my name is Davante or I wear 17. Like that don't do it. It's about going out making the plays in practice and like, you know, continuously adding to what I'm doing, you know, in games, being able to make plays, and that's what makes me grow my confidence. That's what got me to, you know, the point that I'm at now. It wasn't just, you know, knowing potential. It was actually having done it. So just not making it too big and just getting in there and playing ball. Let's playing the kids game like you know what we all grew up doing.
Now talking about that, what part of the game, because everybody has had to work on something, me myself included, what part of the game took the longest for you guys to master?
You go first.
I can go if you.
Yeah,
I got one.
You start.
For me, it was understanding really how offenses are trying to attack you as a player personally. Because like on defense, you guys watch on tape, and sometimes like we call it like who's the fish?
Yeah.
Who's that weak link? And in certain coverages or certain, you know, in certain games, you might have messed up on something and teams will try to attack you. Yeah. When I was like my first and second year, I didn't really understand that. I was like, okay, I might have done something wrong. They might not have seen it. If they just come back to it, it might have just been a successful play that they had. But no, they're actually looking at, you messed up on this play, but they didn't throw you the ball. We're going to come back and attack it just because we want to see if you fixed it. And I didn't know that until like really last year. And this year I'm like, oh, wait, like if you don't mess up on something, they'll see that and they'll try and test it. And that's the biggest thing I understand is the eye in the sky never lies, but the eye in the sky will always try to test you if you're not where you're supposed to be when you're supposed to be there.
Yeah. The film definitely don't lie. Yeah. My old receiver coach used to always be like, every time somebody would do something goofy, not finish a play, not go block or whatever, he'd always be like, I don't know why you act like these people ain't filming out here. Yeah. Like everything is on tape and it's on tape forever. So
no doubt.
For me, probably I don't know. I wouldn't say that this was something that took me a really long time, but just like it was a big part of my 2015 season. That was the same year we caught the Hail Mary on them, just for the tough one, just to kind of get your mind around the time period. But yeah, that year was really tough for me, just because I feel like I don't do well. One of the things that I still am, speaking of, you know, at this point in my career and what I'm going through right now, is I don't always do real good when I get injured. You know what I mean? Not being able to be on the field mentally. So, you know, I always try to work on that, make sure I'm doing everything I can to be there for my teammates, still be the same guy and not be, you know, that like, woe is me guy. But I'm such a competitor that it just kills me. Like every time I get hurt, anytime, I don't care if it's a toe or, you know, something, I go down real quick on the field. The first thing I think about is, can I still play? You know what I mean? I just love being on that field. So mentally for me, it was like being able to handle the adversity of not, you know, being completely healthy and being able to be on the field, because I'm gonna be out there if I can. But it's those times where you just really can't, or the staff is trying to make sure that they, you know, protect you, because I won't protect myself. That's just how it goes when you kind of got that inner dog in there. So it's just, for me, is understanding to be mature through those moments and still be there present for my teammates and my team, while also doing what I got to do to get back.
Yeah. I think one of the harder things for me to, I don't know if master is the right word, because you don't ever want to master it, but things I had to like come to grips with a little bit too, was like talking about earlier too, about like the situation that I came into is like, I went in high school, we won a state championship my last year. We were really good all 4 years. We were really good when I was at Georgia, winning, 9, 10, 11 games, whatever it is. And then got to the league and like having to deal with that team failure and okay, well, how do I deal with that? How do I not let it like eat me alive, but at the same time keep the competitive edge, right? Like you don't want to sit there and be like, well, this is okay, because it's not. But how do I not let it just ruin me? You know what I mean? And there were some dark moments my rookie year where, speaking of injury, right, I've got AC joint separations and kneecap dislocations trying to play through it. And I remember going back home and I'm in Detroit, Michigan. It's snowing. I'm walking to Chipotle by myself. And I'm just like, all my buddies are still in college. And I'm like, this is tough, man.
Yeah.
Did you go? You did 3 and done?
3 and done. So all my buddies stayed a year, maybe 2 more. And they're like calling me on a Friday night. They're out, you know, doing
Winning
something.
too.
Yeah, winning, kicking ass. And I'm like limping to Chipotle in a blizzard. Like, no, I'm doing good, guys. You know, so no, like that part of it was tough, you know, and but it also like taught me a lot about myself and who I am as like a competitor and as a player and all that. So I wouldn't trade those experiences, however difficult they were.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. That was Right on Cue, presented by Bud Light. I had 2 of the most amazing players, not only amazing players, but amazing men here today. Thank you guys so much for coming on. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.